to the book of Galatians chapter 1 and verse 6. I marvel that you are so soon removed from him that called you into the grace of Hamashiach unto another gospel, which is not another, but there be some that trouble you and will pervert the gospel of Hamashiach. Right, first and foremost, all praises Kal Halayim La Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Racha Kudash. Right, double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well and labor in the word and doctrine. Shalom and in peace. May that be unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Alright, so we read from Galatians chapter 1 verses 6 and 7. And the point being that there are many, and nowadays there are many that call themselves Christians much more than back then. Back then the idea of being a Christian, of being associated with the discipleship with Yahawashi, it wasn't looked upon as a normal thing or an acceptable thing. A lot of persecution was upon the church, the early church especially, right? But now you've got many that, it's a sort of blending thing, right? Not to say that everyone actually is a Christian, but they at least, take the title. Well, they are, if we're following in sincerity and truth, and we're in the grace of Hamashiach, there's some that would, call you, or try to call you out of it, right? To remove you, so soon removed. It says, which is not another, because ultimately the gospel, can't be different. It's the same, word. But, didn't Satan himself use the word against, the anointed, right? They use maybe the word itself with certain things added, or the word itself with certain things alleviated, right? That's why all the plagues, omitted is a better word to use there. So all the plagues, will be added upon them that add or remove from the Heavenly Father's word. Even that's in the law, Deuteronomy 4:2. Ye shall not add to the word which Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi command you, neither shall you diminish out from it. So you're adding or taking away from the word, then it's a problem. And therefore it's a sin. So therefore there'll be a punishment for that. Right? Just as crime, in any society tends to have they have the police put on the blues there, just as I say that, has their punishments, man. Right, so the punishment, right, you hear that police car, if someone gets arrested, then they'll get their punishment, if they're doing something wrong. So if we sin, the wages of sin is death. We do something wrong in the eyes of the Heavenly Father, He'll send a punishment, right? So there's another gospel, there's many different gospels. Really, it's not another gospel, it's the same gospel, right? Like the Satan said, ye shall not surely die, right? It's adding. Or, you should cast yourself down. Doesn't it say He'll give His angels charge over you? So He's trying to tempt. Right, so it's not another, but there'll be some which that trouble you and will pervert the gospel of Hamashiach. And per meaning, away, or in another direction, of vert, which is the truth. Right, in Spanish you say verdad, or I think vertical, I believe that goes back to it being straight rule, in line. So there's some that take the gospel of Hamashiach and turn it away from the truth that it is. They try to add or take away certain bits to make it different, to turn it away from the way of truth, the gospel of truth, the gospel of peace. Right, verse 9, it said, but though we are an angel from heaven, though we are an angel from heaven, preach any other gospel than that which we preach unto you, let him be accursed. Right, so again, that's not a common message in Christendom. Yeah, every message, everyone's welcome. No, if you preach another gospel, let him be accursed. Which is the root word for someone, believe it or not, to be cursed. Right, so if you put curses upon someone, you're not wishing them well. It talks about